Honda Rebel 1100. Engine, 1084 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled parallel twin. Power, approximately 86 horsepower at 7,000 RPM. Torque, approximately 72 pound-foot at 4,750 RPM. Fuel system, PGM-FI electronic fuel injection. Transmission, 6-speed. Final drive, chain. Frame, steel diamond frame. Front suspension, 43 mm telescopic fork, for 0.8 inches travel. Rear suspension, ProLink single shock, 3.7 inches travel. Front brake, dual 330 mm discs with radial mounted 4-piston calipers. Rear brake, single 256 mm disc with single piston caliper. Tires, front 130/70-18, rear 180/65-16. Seat height, 27.5 inches. Fuel capacity, 3.6 gallons. Weight at approximately 487 pounds. Colors, matte blue metallic, matte gray metallic. Yamaha Star Venture. Engine, 1854 cubic centimeters air-cooled V-twin. Power, approximately 100 horsepower at 4,500 RPM. Torque, approximately 126 pound-foot at 2,500 RPM. Fuel system, Yamaha fuel injection with YCCT. Transmission, 6-speed. Final drive, belt. Frame, aluminum die-cast, double cradle. Front suspension, 46 mm telescopic fork, 5.1 inches travel. Rear suspension, single shock, for 0.3 inches travel. Front brake, dual 298 mm hydraulic discs, unified brake system with ABS. Rear brake, 320 mm hydraulic disc, unified brake system with ABS. Tires, front 130/70-18, rear 255/16. Seat height, 27.4 inches. Fuel capacity, 6.6 gallons. Weight at approximately 957 pounds. Colors, liquid silver, granite gray. Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Voyager. Engine, 1,700 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin. Power, approximately 72 horsepower at 5,000 RPM. Torque, approximately 108 pound-foot at 2,750 RPM. Fuel system, digital fuel injection with dual 42 mm throttle bodies. Transmission, 6-speed. Final drive, carbon fiber reinforced belt. Frame, steel, double cradle with box section single tube backbone. Front suspension, 45 mm telescopic fork, 5.5 inches travel. Rear suspension, swing arm with twin air-assisted shocks, 3.1 inches travel. Front brake, dual 300 mm discs, dual 4-piston calipers, K-Act ABS. Rear brake, single 300 mm disc, twin piston caliper, K-Act ABS. Tires, front 130/90x16, rear 170/70x16. Seat height, 28.7 inches. Fuel capacity, 5.3 gallons. Weight, approximately 895 pounds. Colors, metallic Diolo black. Suzuki Boulevard C90T. Engine, 1,462 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin. Power, approximately 78 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. Torque, approximately 91 pound-foot at 3,500 RPM. Fuel system, Suzuki fuel injection, SFI. Transmission, 5-speed. Final drive, shaft. Frame, steel, double cradle. Front suspension, telescopic fork, 5.1 inches travel. Rear suspension, link-type suspension, for 0.3 inches travel. Front brake, dual hydraulic discs, ABS equipped. Rear brake, single hydraulic disc, ABS equipped. Tires, front 130/80-17, rear 260-16. Seat height, 28.3 inches. Fuel capacity, for 0.8 gallons. Weight, approximately 800 pounds. Colors, glass sparkle black. Yamaha VMAX 1700. Engine, 1,679 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V4. Power is approximately 197 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. Torque is approximately 123 pound-foot at 6,500 RPM. Fuel system, fuel injection with Yamaha chip-controlled throttle. Transmission, 5-speed. Final drive, shaft. Frame, aluminum diamond. Front suspension, 52 mm telescopic cartridge fork, for 0.7 inches travel. Rear suspension, link-type monocross with remote reservoir shock, for 0.3 inches travel. Front brake, dual 320 mm wave-type discs, radial mount 6-piston calipers, ABS equipped. Rear brake, 298 mm wave-type disc, single-piston caliper, ABS equipped. Tires, front 120/70 rear 250 Seat height, 30.5 inches. Fuel capacity, for 0.0 gallons. Weight, approximately 683 pounds. Colors, matte raven black. Honda Shadow Aero. Engine, 745 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin. Power, approximately 45 horsepower at 5,500 RPM. Torque, approximately 47 pound-foot at 3,500 RPM. Fuel system, programmed fuel injection, PGM-FI. Transmission, 5-speed. Final drive, shaft. Frame, steel double cradle. Front suspension, 41 mm fork, for 0.6 inches travel. Rear suspension, dual shocks with 3.5 inches travel. Front brake, single 296 mm disc, twin piston caliper. Rear brake, drum brake. Tires, front 120/90-17, rear 160/80-15. Seat height, 25.9 inches. Fuel capacity, 3.7 gallons. Weight, approximately 560 pounds. Colors, pearl stallion brown, ultra blue metallic. Suzuki Intruder M1800R. Engine, 1,783 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin. Power is approximately 123 horsepower at 6,200 RPM. Torque, approximately 118 pound-foot at 3,200 RPM. Fuel system, Suzuki fuel injection, SFI. Transmission, 5-speed. Final drive, shaft. Frame, steel, double cradle. Front suspension, inverted telescopic, coil spring, oil damped. Rear suspension, link type, coil spring, oil damped. Front brake, dual 310 mm discs, twin piston calipers. Rear brake, single 275 mm disc, single piston caliper. Tires, front 130/70 C, rear 240/40 C. Seat height, 27.6 inches. Fuel capacity, for 0.8 gallons. Weight, approximately 764 pounds. Colors, glass sparkle black, candy max orange, glass sparkle black. Suzuki Boulevard M109R Boss. Engine 1783 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin. Power approximately 109 horsepower at 6,200 RPM. Torque approximately 118 pound-foot at 3,200 RPM. Fuel system Suzuki fuel injection SFI. Transmission 5-speed. Final drive shaft. Frame steel, double cradle. Front suspension inverted telescopic, coil spring, oil damped. Rear suspension link type, coil spring, oil damped. Front brake dual 310mm discs, radial mount, 4-piston calipers. Rear brake single 275mm disc, single piston caliper. Tires, front 130/70 R18M C, rear 240/40 R18M C. Seat height 27.8 inches. Fuel capacity 4.9 gallons. Weight approximately 764 pounds. Colors glass sparkle black. Kawasaki Eliminator. Engine 125 cubic centimeters air-cooled single-cylinder. Power approximately 11 horsepower at 8,000 RPM. Torque approximately 7.3 pound-foot at 6,000 RPM. Fuel system carburetor. Transmission 5-speed. Final drive chain. Frame double cradle, high tensile steel. Front suspension telescopic fork, 4.1 inches travel. Rear suspension unitrack swing arm, 3.2 inches travel. Front brake single 220mm disc, single piston caliper. Rear brake drum brake. Tires front 180/17, rear 130/90/15. Seat height 27.0 inches. Fuel capacity 3.3 gallons. Weight at approximately 259 pounds. Colors candy lime green, candy imperial blue. Honda Rebel 500. Engine 471 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled parallel twin. Power approximately 45 horsepower at 8,500 RPM. Torque approximately 32 pound-foot at 6,000 RPM. Fuel system PGM-FI electronic fuel injection. Transmission 6-speed. Final drive chain. Frame steel diamond frame. Front suspension 41mm telescopic fork, 4.8 inches travel. Rear suspension ProLink single shock, 3.8 inches travel. Front brake single 296mm disc, Nissin 2-piston caliper, ABS equipped. Rear brake single 240mm disc, Nissin single piston caliper, ABS equipped. Tires front 130/90/16, rear 150/80/16. Seat height 27.2 inches. Fuel capacity 3.6 gallons. Weight at approximately 408 pounds. Colors matte blue metallic, matte fresco brown.